Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. Website is llewellyn.com. There at the bottom. There is a companion book by Barbara Moore, if you're so interested. That version at least had one. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. They have a website. They have a website too. shewhoisart.com. So if you freeze frame here, you can get that information if you would like it. All of a sudden I got the hiccups. What's going on? When I read, sometimes like hiccups, burps, stuff like that. We'll talk about yawns too. Something negative. Your cards don't look that bad though. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just a hiccup? Alright, well. That's what I get for clarifying. So, no, I think we'll find out in a second. I don't think it's that bad. I think something is unnerving you. Are you walking away from something? I think that's why I was getting the hiccups, because I think you're walking away from something. And you're doing it because you know this is what's right for you. You know that you're doing what's right for you. You got the Star card with the Three of Wands. This is what's starting this off. Kind of like, I have to get out of this. This is enough. This is enough. I need to move on. I need to go. And I feel like I just go. And I'm making a choice that I know is right for me. Other people may not agree with me. Whatever I'm walking away from, if it's a person, especially because I'm getting this King of Cups over here, they may not agree with me, but I know I'm doing what's right for me. I'm walking away from something. For some of you, it might be literally a friendship. It might be walking away from a friendship. And I don't know if it's permanent, quite frankly. It might be just kind of like, for now, I need distance. For now, I need to walk away from you. For now, I can't be a part of this. You're doing what's right for you. I feel like you know it. Now, somebody might be a little bit of a pain in the butt because they don't like it. Because I get this I'm getting the Four of Cups here. Because I feel like when you walk away, the Four of Cups talks to me about things are good, but it's hard to see that. It's hard to see what's right in front of your face. This break is a very good thing for you and for them. This is like a reset. This could be very, very, very good. You know what you're doing is good for you. I feel like it's actually good for the whole situation. I think you're making a very good choice. It's just whoever you're dealing with is not agreeing with it. And they want you to stick with it, or like they're trying to keep you involved in something, but at the same time the Psychic Abilities card popping in behind it is telling me they know you won't be permanently gone. You'll come back at some point. And I feel like you might agree with that. Like, yeah, at some point, but not right now. Not today. Not this week even. And I feel like you're moving forward towards something else because it's kind of like I'm needed elsewhere. And whatever you're going towards is very involved. Whatever is taking up your time is very involved. You got the Strength card with the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're getting involved in something that's very detailed, or is it complex? I'm getting complex, detailed, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things to keep track of. I got to keep doing. I can't even speak. Going and doing and going. Doing and doing. Doing and going. I got a lot to be doing and doing. This is purposeful. This is helpful. Kind of like, hey, got too much on my plate right now. I can't talk about this. I can't help you with that. I gave you somebody else to help you with that. I gave you what needed to be done. I told you what was going on there. Here's what I was doing, but I gotta go. I gotta go. And I feel like you're going, kind of like I need it elsewhere. I'm sorry. This might have like a few different layers to it, because I feel like when you step back, one of two things are going to happen. That person that you walked away with has to step up, and they have to empower themselves to pick up the slack, and maybe it's due time for that. Maybe this would help the connection between you and them if they had to do what you would usually do themselves and they saw how much it really was. That might be very helpful. The other way I'm seeing this happen, which makes me a little bit uncomfortable, somebody else might step in during this time. I'm not even sure if I like that. Somebody else might step in at this time and might create a different... Okay. I don't know if I like this. Like, I feel it coming in, but this is another version. Somebody else might step in and temporarily take your place. I don't know if I like that. I just don't know if I like that for some reason. I don't know if I like that. Now, depending on what this is, if somebody else steps in and tries to take your place, because I feel like this person should do it themselves, but if somebody else comes in to take your place, it is temporary. I'm seeing the reaction from the person that's pulling them in seems to be very analytical. Almost like, just kind of like, I'll bring this person in, let's just see how they fly. Page and Queen of Swords, I don't know, like, I don't see an emotional bond with this person for some reason. And I feel like they're just doing what they feel like they need to do to keep the situation moving forward. It feels very emotionally disconnected. I don't know, the error, I'm not in the finance, it feels very emotionally disconnected. This is a temporary, whoever this is temporary. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know what, like, it's a general read, but I feel like this person doesn't understand what they're getting involved with. There's a lot of, like, assumptions that are wrong. Like, it's kind of thinking it's one thing until you get there and you're like, oh, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be. I feel like whoever's coming in on this thinks they know what they're getting into, but when they actually experience it, they're like, what the hell? What is this? Like, what is going on? The empowerment comes through for actually the person you're normally connected to. Whatever path they're choosing, it's for them to realize, how the two of you connect and how much you really does matter and really is a special thing. You just can't find that anywhere. The Sagittarius is not a dime a dozen. At least not the one you are. Because I feel like you're very unique. Whoever this is, like, I know it's for Sagittarius, but even every sign, even though, like, we're going to use you, Sagittarius, as an example, there's so many different flavors of Sagittarians. Like, there's a lot of common attributes between Sagittarians, obviously. Y'all keep going. Y'all tend to get involved in way too many things and have a lot to keep up with, and usually have a challenge to keep whittling things down. But there's also more depth to your personality. Like, some of you are very emotional, others of you are more analytical. Some of you, even though you get involved in a lot of things, sometimes you insist on staying involved until you get all the way to the end of those things. Others of you can let those go without a problem. It's just about how, it's like your flavor of Sagittarius. So I feel like your flavor of Sagittarius is very unique to this person. It's a lot to explain. So, I know it's funny because I'm doing a Sagittarius read, but even within each sign, like, I'm a Pisces, but I have a lot of Aries flair to me. So, like, there's some other signs that kind of add a little more flair to me. So, like, we're not just that base sign. We have a lot of different seasonings in there, if you will. So they're supposed to realize how much we're affecting their life, because I feel like they look at you differently. And I feel like they're starting to look at this kind of like, when the Sagittarius was doing this, I just didn't realize how much went into it. I didn't realize how unique and how much of a gift they were to my life. I'm not saying you guys get along super great or whatever that meant. I don't know how that's going. So I'm not really commenting on how the relationship itself went, but they seem to understand how much you did and how important and how impactful you were. Because I feel like this is something that needs to happen for that reason. I also see you don't want to come back right away. I feel like you might be elongating whatever you chose to go towards, whatever you walked away to do that's very busy. I feel like you're elongating that. Whether you have to or not is another thing. But I feel like you're not really sure what's going on with this person. I don't feel like the communication is coming toward you all that well. although you told this person, is what I'm getting, if this reading is hitting, that you told them you're busy, so they're leaving you alone, I do feel like you're also blocking them, though. Kind of like, I really want to break. I don't want to. So it's almost like even if they're texting you daily, maybe a couple times a day, you're not reading them, or you're just kind of leaving them to the end of the day, and then you're just kind of like, listen, I'm not going to read all these. It's almost like at the end of the day, if you have somebody that's a little bit overzealous and you have like 50 texts, you're like, I'm not going to read this book right now. I'm just not going to do it. And like a couple days goes by and they keep doing it, and you're like, I don't know what you've been talking about, but I'm not going to go through 500 texts. We're just going to have to talk in person, because I don't have the time to do that. Because I get that you're blocking them still. I feel like you're getting involved in other things, and you're like, I'm concentrating on other things. I don't have time to find out what you're talking about. And it's a mystery to you in the sense of like, you're not really sure what's going on with them. You don't know about this growth going on with them. But I also feel like this is bringing you peace. This is very interesting. Because I feel like you're going through a lot here. You got a lot going on. You're taking a break from them. You're blocking them. If they're even if they're sending you a bunch of texts every day, every now and then you're just telling them, listen, I don't have time to read all your texts. I'm too busy. I haven't read the majority of them, if any of them. So thank you, but we'll have to catch up in a couple years or in a couple months, because I don't have time for this ridiculousness. And I feel like that's giving you a lot of peace, because every now and then I feel like you let them know, listen, I don't have time to read all those texts. I'm sorry. At some point in the future, maybe we'll get together and we'll catch up. But for right now, I can't read all those texts. But you're getting peace out of this, because I feel like even though you do seem to be responding to them once in a while, it seems to be saying, all those messages you sent me, I don't have time to read those. And this is giving you peace. I don't know if that makes sense. I just keep getting the same thing over and over. Yeah, you sent me a lot of information. I haven't read it. I don't have time to read it. I'm not going to read it. Thank you, but maybe a couple months when I have a minute we can catch up. But I'm not reading 50,000 texts. I don't have, that's not my life. I'm too busy for that. This is good. It does seem like it's good. You don't seem to be feeling guaranteed that it will be good. I feel like that's realistic on your side. It does seem like it's good, though. Disconnecting from this person, whatever they're putting out there, I don't feel like you're following them. For example, maybe you usually follow this person on social media in some respect, which is a bunch of them now, and you're just like, I'm not doing it anymore. It's giving you peace. Centering your energy on something else and just detaching from them completely for a little while, it is a good thing. It's giving you peace. It does seem like this will come back around later in some respect, but I feel like it works out better for you later after this person has a better understanding about how much you do and how unique you really are and how helpful you really are. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.